Hi guys, welcome back to another movie review on my channel. Today I'm revealing Fred the movie from 2010. This was written by Nickelodeon, and so you guys all know who Fred Fickerhorn is. Fred is played by the actor Lucas Cruikshank, and he used to be a YouTuber on from like YouTube and all that stuff. Yeah, this is the guy who plays Fred, and have like Fred's like original channel and all that stuff. Yeah, like that. These are all like Fred's original videos and all that stuff. Yeah, he used to be like a YouTuber and on some and that stuff. And oh, fuck called. Oh, you know what? Yeah, look at I. Alright. Oh no, oh, oh my god. I don't. He has a good friend in the movie, and it's played by Lucas Cruikshank, and like the other cast. And then you know, there's other cast. So like Clay Weiner plays Danny Jannetty. There's like the dad in the movie is played by John Cena. Yeah, this guy in the movie he plays like the father of Fred. He well, Fred is the only one who can see him. It's like the mother in the movie, the mime. And then there's like Bertha. Yeah, it's only here in the first movie when she's this kind of age, and the actor who portrayed as her was Janetti McCurdy in the first movie, and Saya Ben Hahan Fallon Hogan plays Fred's mom. And then there's Kevin. Kevin's this guy. He's the main bad one of the trilogy of Fred. And he's played by Jake Weary in all the Fred movies. It's Kevin's mom in the movie. To play Stephanie Courtney. His mother is more happy than like Fred's mom. Fred's mom is more like a strict mother. Yeah. It's just kind of like. And there's like, then there's like Judy. That's right, Judy. She's played by, Pixie Light. Oh my god. And then there's like Durf. Durf and Fred are like play like backwards. Their names are backwards. His name is Fred and Durf. Only Fred can like see him. And then there's Evan Wise. Yes, Evan Wise and the boy. It's a place in an American subway neighborhood. From an integral place in California, Colina High School. It is a school that Fred goes to. And so, without further ado, let's get into the plot overview without getting further too much away. So the movie begins with me and our main character, Fred Fickerhorn. He arrives home and he tells him what happened. So Fred goes to school and he has a crush on this girl named Judy. And she lives with her mom and she hangs up back home and Fred is like spying on her. When Fred arrives home, there's the bully Kevin. As far as seeing her back home, he's having all an imagination about Judy and all that stuff, and Fred loves singing. He sings. And Fred sings. Also, and also forgotten. Fred always goes like, "Hey, it's Fred." And he wears the same clothes like the cartoon. He wears the same clothes and he wears the same outfit. So in the cartoon, in the TV series, in the original one, in the YouTube series, his voice was kind of different than the movies. And here in the movies, his voice is kind of different. His voice is different, and he doesn't talk the same like the YouTube series. He talks much more different. And so now Fred And so Fred plans to hang out at Judy's, but Kevin is there, and he tries to ask help from his father, and his father, played by John Cena, just tells him, "Show me what you really are. You just talents. What are talents, Fred?" and then he was like, he's having a pool party at Judy's, but Fred just denies it, and he ends up with his friend Bertha, and then Fred has an encounter with Kevin outside, and then he does an invisibility cloak and all that stuff. An invisibility cloak. It's pretty funny, by the way. He does the invisibility cloak, and I cannot stop laughing about it. Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay, fine. Invisibility cloak. This is similar to the Harry Potter trilogy. This is kind of similar. I was like, and then Freddy goes to Judy's house, and he thinks that people have kidnapped her. He thinks that agent people have kidnapped her. Oh, I'd forgotten. This is like Judy's mom. Oh, and then his mom tells him that Judy actually moved. Fred kind of freaks out, and he wants to go outside, but Kevin is there, and Fred's like, use your talents. I was like, later at night, Fred is on a rescue mission with his father to save Judy from her parents. He wakes up the next morning. He realizes it was all just a dream. So Fred is now going to go on an epic journey to go find Judy. So he goes on the bus. That's right. He goes on the number. He goes on the number 6 bus while he's supposed to be on the number 11 bus. Yeah, there's a number 6 bus, and he meets Durf. And it was just like this. As a number 6 driver, and it's funny. And then Fred goes to the beach, and he screams when he sees Judy and Kevin flirting together. He remembers in school when they were like flirting together. As then Fred leaves the beach, he heads to a laundry shop. Also, in the movie, he had a flashback. That's right. That's right, we saw like young Fred. That's right, young Fred. We saw a young Fred in that he played with his friend Evan Weiss, and then one day he got missing in the woods. And it was never seen once ever again. He never came out of those woods. So Fred heads to the laundry shop. Oh. Yes. Oh, he has a laundry shop and he puts his clothes in the laundry shop, and then he takes his clothes on and he heads outside. This guy's like, this owner in the shop, he's like, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be naked in here. Then he does a car wash, and it's so funny. Guy, he puts himself to wash himself. And he goes to the pet store. He has a pet store. This guy is called like Gary. His other friend's like called like Lorenzo. It's this guy. In the movie, Fred thinks that dogs are squirrels. They're not squirrels, they're dogs. I can't believe this guy thinks that dogs are squirrels. That is so funny. And screaming the movie is so funny. Screaming and all that stuff, it's so funny. It's like, he thinks that dogs are squirrels and he tries to get one, but the owner just stops him and then he leaves the store. And then he talks to a guy who's like speaking Spanish, and then Fred is like, Spaceman, that's right. Let me see, this guy? Oh yeah, it's this guy watching the car. Fred thought this guy was like a spaceman. Trying to ruin his brain. The friend just goes around screaming. And he meets this police officer. And it's so funny, it's so hilarious. This police officer, and this officer knows what happened to little Evan Wise. And he's like, and he convinces Fred to face his fears and go into the woods. And he does so. It seems like he's talking reindeer. Look, it's this thing, he's talking reindeer. And then Fred just runs into Evan Wise, the boy that just went into the woods and never went out years ago. Oh my god. And Fred's so shocked to see him. And then he just leaves the woods screaming. And now Fred just, like, he's out eating sardines and then he talks to Durf. And then he has this imagination of going to Judy's house and flirting with her, the new house. And he's like, he just has this imagination. He's like, it's like, look, Judy's house, and he gets into the training where he got the dog, and he thinks it's a squirrel, and he just like, he gets to Judy, and then he just wakes up, and then he sinks before, and then he wakes up, and then he actually goes to Judy's house, and they're having a party. But guess what? Judy didn't invite Fred to her party. Fred got super upset about this, because Kevin was there and he put this pizza on him, on his shirt, and then he just threw up. And then he, and then he left and then he went on the train, and Judy tried to get him to come back, but it was already too late. And also, there was one scene in the movie where it's kind of related to like the Joker movie. Yeah, like the scene is kind of similar, and Fred's kind of sad, and then when he goes back to his house, he cannot believe that Junie did not invite him to the party. He just freaks out, and he feels like that this girl that he's been imagining about, that he's been having a crush on, is not like who he thought she was at all. And so his mom tells him that they posted the video, and he looks at it and he sees that Kevin had posted it. So now the next day, he has a party that nobody's invited, and so he invites Bertha to the party. So Bertha tells Fred that she didn't think that video was funny. She didn't think the video was very funny, so now they're having a party. And then the next morning, Fred just uploads the video, and then everybody at school just talks about it. It's about how Fred, like, just flirted with Judy. And then, guess what? At Fred's house, guess who just shows up? Judy. She apologized to him for how she acted and all that stuff, and she wants to sing with him. This heartbreaking's Kevin. And then now, that's it. That's the end of the movie. As I know you guys out there hate Fred, but here's the one thing. I do not hate Fred. I love Fred Fickerhorn. Fred is like a really cool character in my opinion. I love the guy so much, and Fred is my favorite character in the whole movie. He's very funny. I love how he screams, and he thinks that dogs are like squirrels, and it's so funny. The car washing scene was so funny with the pet store and all that stuff, and it was so funny. Fred's whole imagination and all that stuff, and it's so funny. How he flirts with Judy in the imagination and all that stuff when he has a pool party, and I mentioned to rescue Judy when he goes to her house, and he just, like, flirts with Judy. It's so funny. The story's so great, and also the backstory between young Fred and little Evan Weiss, and that's very funny. I love it so much, and the antagonist of the movie, it's Kevin. Kevin Dog is like the antagonist in the Fred series. He's kind of like the arch nemesis bully to Fred Fickerhorn, like the protagonist of the series. And he does a lot of mean stuff. In school, he kind of like threw balls at him. And it was like so mean. I was like... and so I love the songs in the movie. The songs are pretty great. It's over. Everyone was like, who's ready to party? And also as well, special effects in the film were pretty good. The soundtrack in it was really awesome. That's about the visuals in it looked nice. The editing is awesome. As well, the acting in the film is really nice. It's so funny and all that stuff. Fred is the best part of this whole movie because he's so funny. He has all the imaginations and all that stuff. He acts so funny. He thinks that dogs are like squirrels, and the writing in it is very awesome. The direction is very, very awesome. The background is nice. The structure in the film is really awesome. The pacing in it was really nice. The steaming in the film is really cool. Also, the CGI in it is really cool. The final battle and all that stuff, the ending of the party and all that stuff is really cool. And Philip the ending of the movie is really nice. So if you guys out there hate Fred the movie, that's totally fine with me. I respect your opinion. But for me, I don't hate Fred. I like Fred Figglehorn. He's a really cool character and all that stuff. I've known him since from like YouTube. I've known him. I know the actor and all that stuff. I know Nickelodeon is the production that directs that is the one that made the Fred Figglehorn series. But Lucas Cruikshank is the one who created Fred. Because he's the guy who played him, and he's a really cool character. And so, overall, I give this movie an A+, 10 out of 10. Well, that's my movie review on Fred from 2010, Fred the movie, and so don't forget to like and comment, and share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye, everyone. See you soon. Until next time.